Here's my baby axolotl setup. As you can see, I keep them in my room with my other tanks. I have a couple adult axolotls. Here's the male albino, and then I have a female wild in here somewhere. She must be high. She's up here in the plants. She's almost an adult. But here's the babies. I have a copper right here, and then a green wild baby. Alright, this is what I have them in a shallow container so they can find their food. There's some bloodworms in there. I put a whole cube and they've eaten a lot of it by now. I keep an aerator in here. You don't have to, but I just keep it just in case. I use a fish tank stand because I have nowhere else to put it. It was for my 15-gallon tank right here. So I'll show you how I care for my babies. So every day I do 100% water change. So I take another tank. I'll take the next tank, which is a 5-gallon tank, but it's only filled up about a few inches, and I'll get that ready. And I filled up the tank overnight, so it's the same it's room temperature, so it's the same temperature as the other tank. And I'm going to set it up on. I'm going to set the tank up on top of the stand. Okay, I've moved them to the tank, and I'll move these plants over. And you want to make sure you wash your plants every once in a while, just because it can get some bacteria build up. And I'll take the marrow and moss balls out and squeeze them, and then set them in the new tank. And then what I do with these leftover bloodworms, they've been in here for about a day. So instead of putting them in the new tank because they're probably about ready to spoil, I'll scoop them up, and you can see them in there, and I'll feed them to my adult axolotl just before they spoil, so then it doesn't go to a waste. He just ate a couple bloodworms, and now I'll come back. And so I put them in the new tank, and I'll empty out this water. So now I'm filling it up. It already has a gallon of water, so I'm adding another gallon. And so I'll put there's 2 gallons in here now, and then we'll add our AquaSafe, which we'll take barely any AquaSafe. There you go. And then we'll let that set for 24 hours to get room temperature. It will be the same temperature as this tank. So I have them in this tank now, and I'll feed them for you guys. I feed them these frozen bloodworms, and I'll just drop a cube in there, and they will go find the bloodworms and eat them. They eat about a cube of blood. They eat about a cube and a half of bloodworms a day, or something like that. So they eat a lot for their size. So now I got the frozen cube of bloodworms, and I'll drop it in their water, and it will thaw, and then it will start falling down, and they'll go find it and eat it. So, yeah. Like I said, this is a copper baby, and this is a green wild baby. They're still really small. That's my finger compared to him. So they're still really small, but it's nice to have this clear tank just to see them while they're babies. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.